In MINEQL Plus version 5, the Output Manager allows you to organize and visualize your calculations in a wide range of ways. So let's get started. The core of the Output Manager is the MINEQL Data Object, or MDO. We won't go into a full description of the structure of the data object here, but one thing to mention is that the MDO contains a series of component objects. Component objects can be visualized as a three-dimensional form or cube. The dimensions of the cube are variables, for instance concentration, log concentration, percent totals, activities, etc. Species, that is all aqueous species, solids, fixed species, and species not considered. And observations, which is the same as the number of runs in a multi-run calculation. The component objects can be viewed by choosing two of the three dimensions to form a table. This allows us to create three table views: observations versus variables, where the table consists of a single species, species versus variables, where the table consists of a single observation, and observations versus species, where the table consists of a single variable. The tables allow you to do further manipulation. You can print the data, reduce the size of the table by extracting particular columns, or export the data to third-party software by either copying it to the Windows clipboard or by saving it to a text or spreadsheet file. Between the component object structure and the ability to extract and export table views to third-party software, this workhorse of MINEQL Plus's data manipulation is a powerful tool for analyzing distribution data from any conceivable angle. Headers are a summary of all the assumptions that went into a calculation. A header breaks the information into separate tabs so you can see general information like assumptions on pH, temperature, and ionic strength, the multi-run information, the presence of surface adsorption models, if any, what components were used in your calculation and their initial concentrations, and what were the aqueous, fixed, and solid species for your system, along with their log K and enthalpy values. Where the header allows you to summarize a single data object, the compare tool allows you to examine two data objects side by side. There are times when you have created two calculations that are very similar, but have created different results. By using the compare tool, it's easy to see where the two calculations diverge. The Thermos summary produces publication-ready summaries for all your reaction data. All reaction data is written in standard chemical notation. All thermodynamic data is referenced and the citation is provided at the bottom of the report. Geological names for solids are preserved as titles, but the reactions are printed with the correct stoichiometry and chemical notation. Species not considered are printed using the user-supplied names. The table can be copied or exported to a word processor for inclusion in reports and publications. Special reports provide a quick way to extract particular data from a data object. This includes pH and alkalinity, the partial pressure of CO2 and total carbonate, a summary of partial pressures for all gases, just to name a few. Here's a list of the various special reports that you can access to provide additional insight about your system. All of these reports can be printed or exported to third-party software. There are also file management tools. Since the MINEQL data object is a complex structure, it takes up several files on the computer. Copying or deleting your output using Windows Explorer would be extremely difficult because there can be over 50 files that are used to define a data object. The Output Manager not only has tools to do this, but also has a feature to reconstitute your input data. There are times that you want to use an existing calculation as a starting point for a new calculation. Now, in version 5, you can reconstruct the original input data from an output data object. The Graphics Manager allows you to see the data object in graphics format. We've prepared a separate video for describing the Graphics Manager if you're interested. MINEQL Plus has a lot of features that allow you to have better insight and control in simulating chemical equilibrium. And if you need more information or tutorials on MINEQL Plus, visit mineql.com.